You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, we're heading into Kansas Speedway this weekend, so let's talk a little Bubba Wallace. We got some odds that came out for Bubba Wallace winning a race. Wait, winning a race? How about some odds for Bubba Wallace finishing a race, okay? Just finishing. I mean, damn winning a race at this point. Finish the damn race, Bubba. And can we get some odds for, is Bubba going to make some dumbass comment after the race? Is he going to be dramatic after the race? And we also got an update on, of course, Eric Jones. Now, he broke his back, by the way. Just throwing that out there in the wreck that Bubba Wallace was involved with. All right? Nobody's saying that Bubba caused the wreck. But I will say this. I did a video, of course, Monday reacting to yet another wreck by Bubba Wallace in the second consecutive DNF by Bubba. And in case you're wondering, is this affecting Bubba in the standings? Well, yeah. This is the NASCAR 2024 Cup Series Playoff Leaderboard. You see that red line? You see number 17? That is Bubba Smollett right there. He's on the outside looking in. Look, there's plenty of NASCAR races left. And we're going to talk about Denny Hamlin, who, of course, is the co-owner of 2311 with Michael Jordan, who has Tyler Reddick and has Bubba Wallace as racers. And they're trying to sell you that Bubba Wallace is a top 10 driver. Okay. I mean, I don't know what to say at this point. I don't know what they're watching and what they're seeing that so many of us can't see. All right? We just see a bunch of continuous mid to below mid type driving out of Bubba, all the while running his mouth. So let's take a look at this real fast. This is a reminder of the Zane Smith, Bubba, William Byron got taken out. Shit. Christmas trees got taken out. All of it got taken out. And Bubba was involved in this. And there's that 23 car. I hated to see that Air Force paint scheme get jacked up, but here we are. I mean, here we are again, yet again. My goodness. So let's get to Denny Hamlin. These are the comments that he come out with about Bubba. And a lot of people are just wondering because it was 2 weeks ago that Michael Jordan, after Tyler Reddick's win, blatantly ignored Bubba Wallace. Again, Michael Jordan's the GOAT. And I don't know how he has stood this as long as he has. So this is what Denny said on the Actions Detrimental podcast about Wallace having 2 consecutive DNFs. Quote, I usually send him text encouraging on tough days or weeks like this for sure, Hamlin said. He's gotten so used to running up front. He's a top 10 guy now. Every week, he's up front. When you have weeks like this, it's like, dang it. I was just on a good run and momentum. I was getting good finishes. Then out of my control, bam, 2 DNFs in a row. I shouldn't have been a part of it. It's just racing, Hamlin continued. Racing sucks sometimes. Sometimes your competition can take you out when you make no mistakes. So, that's Denny Hamlin trying to sell you that look, he's a top 10 racer. Bubba Wallace is. He wants to will it into being so at this point. So, now Booty Barker has come out and made some comments saying that they don't plan on changing anything. Okay, just let me know how that works out. Don't worry, we'll be watching. Bubba Wallace, visibly disappointed after Dover, shared his frustrations openly. He told reporters, it's a bummer. Not the result we needed, back-to-back DNFs. I was pissed off, frustrated after Talladega. He and Booty Barker said, we're going to have to grind our asses off for Dover. From practice to qualifying to race, it's not going to be pretty. I don't think he meant that part. The wrecking out part was not going to be pretty, but it's a grind. Now, looking ahead, Wallace is setting his sights on conquering Kansas. In case you're wondering, that is the Adventhealth 400. And the odds on where does Bubba stand on the odds, and I'm trying to get here. Here we go, News Journal Online. Bubba is a plus 1,300 to win the damn thing. All right? I got to tell you, if I'm putting money on anything, Tyler Reddick, William Byron are the two guys I'm looking at. All right, William Byron, I think he's already won 3. I love that Bass Pro Shops Martin Truex Jr. car. But anyway, we'll have to see. So he's setting his sights on conquering Kansas, vowing not to let anything get in the way of kicking off a good race. You might think after the rough patches his crew chief would pivot to a new game plan, yet Barker seems confident in the current ways, believing no major tweaks are needed. So this is what he said. I have yet to talk to Bub about it. I feel we see right, if I'm right, but we don't need to do anything different. Our pace, really our execution, has been very good for the last 5 races. You know, Talladega getting wrecked is one thing. Dover getting wrecked is another. When you look back, I don't really know if we made any mistakes to certain things with a race. So I just say, going into Kansas, don't press, just do what we do. Bubba Wallace really digs Booty Barker, so it looks like they would be sticking to their guns with the same plan. So they don't plan on changing anything, all right? They don't plan on changing anything. Now, Eric Jones, by the way, off of Talladega, off the wreck, he's cleared, but he's not going to race at Kansas. All right, he's been cleared to return to competition, but remains sidelined for Sunday's NASCAR Cup Series race at Kansas Speedway as a precaution as he recovers from a back injury. How about a fractured back injury right here? Fractured vertebrae in his lower back, April 21st at Talladega Speedway, Super Speedway. I don't blame the guy for not racing. I don't blame him in the slightest for not getting out there and not racing under the circumstances. So that's where we are, folks. And, you know, Outkick posted this. They did an article, and they were talking about the dramatic Bubba Wallace because, you know, I did that video at the beginning of the week where we made these nonsensical comments about squirrels. You know, squirrels are always wrecking people, getting on track, blah, 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 getting in the road, taking things out. And Bubba was talking about squirrels, and a lot of people were like, look, NASCAR fans were like, you are the squirrel. You do understand you are the squirrel. You are the Rocky the Bullwinkle. Yeah, you're the squirrel. I mean, Rocky could even actually get away because he's a flying squirrel, but you get the point. I mean, you are the one. And of course, Bubba got out of his car, and this is how he looked, and all of his dramaticness leaning up against the car after a wreck, yet another wreck. And it just makes you wonder, as we sit here and me just having set up Kansas and Bubba Wallace, how's this going to go? You know, if you're Booty Barker, I mean, at this point, aren't you just saying, look, Bubba, let's try to finish the race. All right? I mean, damn Denny Hamlin, and I actually kind of like Denny Hamlin, but damn Denny Hamlin trying to convince you that Bubba Wallace is a top 10 driver. Don't even worry about that shit. Bubba, can you finish the race? Finish the race, because as of right now, you're out of the playoffs. Again, it's early, folks. You know, it's way early. Bubba might make it, I guess. You never know. And if he does, that gives us a few extra weeks here, or week, or however long we get. Wow. Unbelievable. It's funny, though. I mean, they're trying so hard. And I've said Michael Jordan, probably Denny Hamlin too. We've talked about Bubba having a protective bubble, especially from the mainstream media, not even the main sports media, the woke sports media, but the mainstream media. You know, if he gets fired, if he gets let go by 23-11, they're going to destroy them. They'll destroy Michael Jordan. I mean, they'll be channeling racism against the greatest basketball player, and him along with Tom Brady and Tiger Woods, the greatest athletes of all time. Michael Jordan will be branded some kind of racist. He's the epitome of black white supremacy. That's just how this will go for MJ. And I truly think they have not let him go because of a media dumpster fire that will spark off if they were to. That's just my feeling anyway. Tell me what you think, black and white sports supporters. Peace, I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.